So, World of YouTube out you here with a little aftermath of what I've done on the truck. I went over before my video where I cut this off. Usually there'd be prongs sticking out straight. I cut it off to put a tool in to get the pieces off. One of them I did not get to save. Like I said in my last video, if you don't get these valves that go on to these things to save you, you're in luck, actually, because back in 2013 they did not make them, but now they do. I'd like to kick someone in the ball sack for that. But back in 2013 I had this problem, in one of these, not this, but the piece that clips onto it busted because it was so cold out in November. Mind you, the fuel pump died in cold months. You know, I went to go look for that piece or any kind of line. They never sold them. You had to go to the Chevy dealer and pay $135 for a whole complete set. Now, what I did under here, which is not working out too goddamn good, but I had to make my own bracket. I could not find the bracket to this, and the one I did find was on eBay for $75. I mean, which it holds the tank in place like it's supposed to. What I had done was bent this little lip up on the other side enough to hold it from going over and sliding into the drive shaft over there. Hang on a sec, gotta make sure the phone don't mess up. And of course I kept this on for safety reasons. Took 2 bolts, bolted them into the side. This one I gotta replace because I used the bolt with the threads that stop halfway on the bolt, so this one's nice and tight. I thought this might have would have bent downwards, but it didn't. And I put a little arch in this so it'd keep it, you know, stiff, so it would not bend. I thought it would, but it didn't. So I got lucky there. I gotta put a couple more bolts in this for safety too reasons, but I mean, I have one up in here. You always, if you happen to do this, which it's not a good idea, but I do have the straps, but now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put my straps due to the fact that when this frame and everything broke on me, the strap in the frame and the truck up here, it literally twisted the bracket out and it won't go back in the hole, so I'm fucking screwed. That's why I got to change it. And I just wanted to, like, I even got to fix my cab mount, which this was the other side of this, completely snapped off of this here. So I took this fucking chunk of steel, drilled 2 holes, put a bolt there, bolt here. Here you can see the old cab mount bolt that I had to cut. No biggie, slid it in that hole. Want to make sure if you do something like this, you get a nice big thick piece of steel, like so. But bolted it all up. Now it cabs even, not hanging on the frickin' frame. Which that's not good, because if you have it hanging on the frame too long, it's going to put a lot of tension on it. Well, like I said, this ain't good either, but this is all I can do for now. And lately, I think the gas has been spitting through and not going through fully, because of the simple fact that I think because the gas tank moves around. So, other than that, like I said, when you get this off, and them thing, and there's another thing I had to do. What a pain in the ass. When you get a new fuel pump, it eliminates this right here. You get this big wide friggin' oval hole. This goes about the length of my finger and thumb. And you gotta rewire the whole damn thing. Put a new one on. Don't come like this no more for some apparent reason. But this is the bad fuel pump. And I had to change a fuel line, mind you. Hang on a sec, get back under there. which is a pain in the ass because sometimes the fuel filter, it likes to break. So here's the new fuel filter. Lucky thing I got the line that just barely fits, but you gotta disconnect these and put this line in there. You're supposed to put a new fitting, which I didn't, but I had bought an extra one. So I thought I was gonna need it because this looked shorter than it was what I thought it would be, but the line was identical to the other one. For some reason, it looked short of the old one. And this was the bitch over here. On this side, these bolts rusted so bad that the damn, when I went to go loosen these on this side, yeah, this up here started to leak because I twisted it so hard it busted the seal inside this. So that's how rusted this was. So it's like, oh man, you come through nightmares with this. This side broke free, and as you can see, it's an older one. And as of course the lines, I gotta start checking because, like I said, that goddamn thing, it's like it's spitting it's just spitting the fuel through instead of pushing a constant flow. Someday my friggin' truck just started again today because I was backing out on an angle. I don't know what that's got to do with it or anything. And like I said, I've only done these, this is my third time doing this fuel pump thing. And as a kid, I used to watch a mechanic all the time work on cars. That's how I literally got the idea and the knowledge from. So I mean, it wasn't like I walked into this needing directions or nothing, but still, it's a pain in the ass to do. And I did save. Where'd it go? I'm trying to show you the old fuel pump. Fuel filter. So I have been in this predicament before, watching mechanics, and like I said, my blazer and whatnot. And where the hell did it go? But anyways, I was going to show the old fuel filter. But anyways, like I said, right now, I don't know what the hell's going on with the fuel lines. Like I said, it's spitting through, not giving. But then again, I just drove around this parking lot and punched it. And then the thing's like, it goes like a friggin' bat out of hell. But then it slows down to where like it's spitting gas through. So I don't know if the gas tank, because it's loose, is making my line, maybe there's rubber hoses up in there too. It's like they've done this before on this truck. I don't know if it's all the original, but it's probably pinching the line, I'm thinking, and then it takes a few to get through the line itself all the way to the fuel filter to push it in, you know, from the gas tank. And that's what I'm thinking it's doing. That's why it's messing up on me. I mean, it stinks. It fucking stinks. But other than that, I got this all set up. When you get all that done with the fuel line, and here she blows. Like I said, now it's pushing the fuel. You can feel it not spit and sputter. But earlier it was spit and sputter, and I wanted to go touch it. It stalled 2-3 times. So it's like, but everything's upright. I have no leaks. You know, I put everything the way it's supposed to be, so I don't know what's going on with that. Like I said, maybe the gas tank's loose, shaking around. I gotta fix the back bracket on that, because that back bracket is a huge part on holding that tank still. And, you know, I got that chain literally wrapped around the friggin' tank and in the, like where it's supposed to be. And, but it, like I said, it still jerks around a little. So I'm thinking that due to that, It's making my fuel not go through the frickin' lines, but I'm gonna have to figure that out. No big deal. Other than that, my beast is running. My cab is straight now, as you can see here. Did a lot of work to save this truck, hoping to get another couple years out of this bastard. Who knows what the hell's gonna happen. Other than that, like I said, fuel pump, nasty job to do. Especially when you take that fuel filter off. I got fuel in my eyes, drinking a little gas. Then again, you know, listening to Cinderella back in the day, I need a shot of gasoline. Oh, hell yeah, I'll take a shot any day for that. Yeah. Other than that, pain in the ass fuel pump, fuel filter. When everything's rusted like that, make sure you have lots of lubricant. Make sure you, like I said, you gotta get that special tool to get these out. If it does break, don't despair. You can get a piece that hook right on to this. It's a whole separate little clip about this big, and they got special clamps for it. And you slide it right on, clips right on. And you want to talk about a smack in the face, these new clips that you can put on, they got a little black thing that overlaps the top of it that goes here, where you can just pinch that sucker backwards and it'll all slide off automatically. You don't even need a tool for it no more. So thanks a lot to the person who invented that, and thanks for the person that took so long to invent that. I'd like to fucking smack them for making me suffer back in 2013 when my other fuel pump went. Now that was a freaking nightmare. I couldn't even find that piece. I had to put a hose on with just a clamp. It fell off one time, and then I put it back on and never fell off again, but oh my god, what a nightmare. But everything's there. You can get these. I got this for $170. You can get a lifetime warranty with these, but I don't think this truck's gonna last my lifetime. I hope it does, but if it does it again, whatever, I know what the hell I'm doing. Get it all done. Just gotta do the spit and sputtering thing and fix that up. Other than that, yeah, that covers about it. Another thing, when you put these in, you gotta be careful, because it's gonna take patience to get this in, because you gotta set it up to the right part where this piece goes into a little cut into the tank, and you gotta push in it, you gotta wiggle it, you gotta jerk it around. It's a fucking pain in the ass, but other than that, my beast is running. Be safe. Take care until that next video, YouTube Nation. Out.